We continue a Vedic reader for students by Arthur A. Macdonell with Mitra-Varuna. This is the pair most frequently mentioned next to heaven and earth. The hymns in which they are conjointly invoked are much more numerous than those in which they are separately addressed, as Mitra 359 is distinguished by hardly any individual traits. The two together have practically the same attributes and functions as Varuna alone. They are conceived as young. Their eye is the sun. Reaching out, they drive with the rays of the sun, as with arms. They wear glistening garments. They mount their car in the highest heaven. Their abode is golden and is located in heaven. It is great, very lofty, firm, with 1,000 columns and 1,000 doors. They have spies that are wise and cannot be deceived. They are kings and universal monarchs. They are also called Asuras, who wield dominion by means of Maya, occult power, a term mainly connected with them. By that power they send the dawns, make the sun traverse the sky, and observe it with cloud and rain. They are rulers and guardians of the whole world. They support heaven and earth and air. They are lords of rivers, and they are the entities most frequently thought of and prayed to as bestowers of rain. They have kine, yielding refreshment, milk, and streams flowing with honey. They control the rainy skies and the streaming waters. They bedew the pastures with ghee. Rain, and the spaces with honey. They send rain and refreshment from the sky. Rain, abounding in heavenly water, comes from them. One entire hymn dwells on their powers of bestowing rain. Their ordinances are fixed and cannot be obstructed even by the immortal entities. Because whether we're talking about fire beings or light beings, they all have at least what would be called respite, right? They are upholders and cherishers of order. They are barriers against falsehood, which they dispel, hate, and punish. They afflict with disease those who neglect their worship. The dual invocation of these entities goes back to the Indo-Iranian period, for Ahura and Mitra are thus coupled in the Vesta. And 761 meter Trishtub. Udvam Chakshurvaruna Supratikam Devayorste. Let me start that again. Udvam Chakshurvaruna Supratikam Devayorete Sureyastatanvan Aveyo Vithvabhuvanani Chashtasamanyum Marteashu Achekata. Some of the printing's difficult to read sometimes. Up the lovely eye of you two entities, O Mitra and Varuna, rises the sun, having spread his light, who regards all beings, observes their intention among mortals. Chakshus, Sep 763, 1, Ud, Ete, missing words, Surya, missing words, Chakshur, Mitrasya, Varunasya, uprises the sun, the eye of Mitra and Varuna. Varuna has the form of a vocative S. S stands for syllable, which could be used elliptically, but the Patha takes it as the shortened form of the elliptical dual Varuna. Sep 193, 2a. Sep Deva in 7a. It is, however, difficult to see why the A should have been shortened because it conforms to the normal break. Curved line, straight line, so the shortened long of the Trishtub line. See page 441 up there. Chashta, the sun, is elsewhere also said to behold all beings and the good and bad deeds of the mortals. Manyum, that is, their good or evil intentions. Chiketa, puff of chit, perceive. Sep 139, 4. And in D, the kasura irregularly follows the third syllable. Now, when I say missing words, I mean they're not quoting the whole passage in, the language lesson notes. But some of these hymns might have had omissions as time went on. 2. Pravam Mitra-Varuna Rattava Vipro Manmane Dirgas Rud Yarte Yasya Brahmane Sukratu Avapa Ayat Kratvana Sarada Pranatha. 4th, for you too, O Mitra, Varuna, this pious priest, heard afar, sends his hymns, that ye may favor his prayers, ye wise ones, that ye may fill his autumns as if were with wisdom. Yarte, third S per of go, Yasya, Avathas, Yat, Tasya, Avathas, on the sib with the relatives, see page 456, 2. Sukrato, see the note on Rattavari. Rattavari, 1, 160, 1b. The repeated unaccented word in the Pada text here is not marked with anudatas because all unaccented syllables following a svareta are unmarked. A prnaeta, second do sib per of prn fill. The meaning of D is not quite certain, but it is probable that ye who are wise may make him full of wisdom all his life. Saradas, autumns, not varsane, rains, which only occurs in the Avesta, regularly used in the Rig Veda to express years of life, because that was the distinctive season where the Rig Veda was composed. 3. Praror Mitra-Varuna Prithivya Pradeva Ritvan Brhatah Sudanu Spasodadatha Oshavishu Vikshu Rodang Yato Nimisham Rakshamana. From the wide earth, O Mitra-Varuna, from the high lofty sky, O bounteous ones, ye have placed your spies that go separately in plants and abodes, ye that protect with unwinking eye. Uras is here used as adjectives in U may be 98, although the F of this particular adjective is otherwise foreign with E, Urvi, Sudanu, are note on Sukratu in 2C. Sapasas, the spies of Varuna, and Mitra are mentioned in several passages. Da Vatha Pragrahya 26b. Osh Avishu. The use of this word seems to have no special force here beyond expressing that the spies lurk not only in the houses of men, but also outside. Yatas Paraput, plural of I go, Animisham, accented of Nimish, of non-winking, used adverbially, to be distinguished from the adjective Nimisha. See also adverbially in the accent. The initial must be elided for the sake of the meter. Four. Samsamitrasya varunasya vamasushmo rodashi banhe mahidvayanmasa ayajvanam avirah prayajnamanma Virjanam dhirate. I will praise the ordinance of Mitra and Varuna. Their force presses apart the two worlds with might. May the months of non-sacrificers pass without sons. May he whose heart is set on sacrifice extend his circle. Now, those who are sometimes of the worst people have of the best children. And the opposite occurs too. Some of the best people have some of the worst children. So, Samsa, this form may be in the second SP, uppercase P, Ipav, with the metrically lengthened final vowel, as the Patatext interprets it, are the 1S Abpa, page 125. The later seems more likely because the poet speaks of himself in the first person twice, in 6a, also, bad, badeh, ent of bath, 174a, sep 7, 23, 3, ve badvishta sya gradasi mahitva, he has pressed asunder the two worlds with his might. Mahitva, inst, page 77, yan, third plural person, sub of one, go, 100, page 130, aviros, predicative as sunless. On the accent, see page 455, 10ca, yaj nyamanma. Contrasted with ayaj vanam, accent, page 455, fn2, Tra, Trate, third S, subper of tr, cross. This sudverb also used in the sense of prolonging life. Uppercase A with a line over it, one's own. P, uppercase, that of others. Here, the increasing number of one's sons, as opposed to viras in C, sepra, ye bandum, tirante, gavya, pranchak, chanto, asfya, magana, further their kin, giving abundant gifts of cows and horses. 767-9. 5. Amura Vithva Vrshanav Imavamnaya Suchitram Danrsa Nayaksham Druha Sachante Anrta Jananam Navam Yane Achete Abhovan. O wise mighty ones, all these prices are for you two, in which no marvel is seen nor mystery. Avengers follow the falsehoods of men. There have been no secrets for you not to know. So don't merely just, vigilante yourself. Don't merely just, fall into groups of people doing that.